is Margaret. I'm Métis. I'm Senator for Region 3, which is the Thompson-Okanagan. I live in Oliver. I'm, not that the young folk need to know, but I'm married. I've been married 58 years. I have 5 kids, which are all grown up. My grandchildren are probably the ages that I'm talking to the youth now. So I have 7 of them.
Good.
So, and I was born in North Battleford in Saskatchewan, and my folks moved here in 1934 to the Okanagan, and I was a year and a half. I grew up in Penticton. It was a great place to grow up. It was small. When I wasn't needed at home, I was roaming the countryside all over the mountains. If there's a place in the mountains in Penticton, I've probably been there.
Nice.
So it was a great way to grow up. And I actually left there at 18, went into nurses training. Surprisingly enough, in my early life, it was my father who was English Canadian from Ontario. He had been in the RCMP in Saskatchewan and met my mother, who is, her family background is Cree. And so he was a very placid, easygoing fellow, and he lived what he believed. And basically, you treat people with respect and they'll respect you back. And that stood me in good stead for most of my life. But as I grew older and became less angry with my mother, and she had a drinking problem, and as you're a kid you don't recognize that, the reasons behind it. So in my 40s and 50s I got to know my mother, and we really ended up with a great relationship, because once you understand reasoning behind a lot of the actions, you can forgive and forget, and, well, I don't want to say you forget, but you can forgive and learn to deal with your parent. And so I'm very fortunate that I guess it's through my father's teachings that I understood my mother better. But you don't learn that until you're older. So there's hope there.
Exactly. So we forgive that behavior and
you do.
Learn someone's spirit.
You can't learn the spirit if you're holding the anger inside. You have to let go of that. And it's in some instances not easy. But in my case, I guess because I'm rather placid, I managed to let go fairly well, midlife anyway. So, and your children are great teachers. The young folk, but a lot of us as parents, we become maybe controlling, or figured we know what's best because we're older. You know, you've got to listen to your kids, and really, but the kids have to learn respect, and it's not an easy road for anybody. My mother was the eldest of 9 children, and I believe they're from North Saskatchewan. My mother's mother was a La Valley. That was her family, and where my great-grandparents settled in La Valley Lake, which was Pelican Lake. It's a heritage. I think they call it a heritage site. It's where the pelicans nest, and so it's protected. Their family just received permission to go and look at it, so at the old homestead. So, and they I understand settled in about 1880 somewhere. So, yeah.
Good roots.
Yeah.
Interesting, when we met this morning, and our little bit of opening conversation was how we miss the land. Even as we grow older, even though we've moved away from it, we still have it in there, and we miss the land.
If you don't pay attention to your inner self, I think and it's difficult because when I went about 20 years ago, it was the first time I'd been back to Saskatchewan, and I have lots of relatives there, obviously. And it was just like when you've been away from home for quite a while, you just sort of go, I can't believe it, I'm at home. I was so comfortable. It was a wonderful feeling. And I've always been on the land. And basically that's who we are. If we don't look after ourselves and accept that part of ourselves, you miss a lot. I can't remember quite else what I said. I have a tendency to ramble on sometimes. I ran a lot. I you know, in school when you do sports day, relay races and stuff like that, I was never a winner. But you put me on a long distance run and I would come in first.
Really?
I have that. I'd get my second, and I just loved to run. I rode a bicycle, I climbed mountains, I played baseball, and we used to take a skip rope to school, and we had something called a lacrosse ball, but I think it's an Indian rubber ball, and we used to throw it up against the wall, and then you jump over it as it hits, and it goes like this, and there's a long line up. You guys don't do that nowadays. And then we'd do the double dutch with the ropes, and when we went out at recess time in school, you inevitably joined a group doing something with us. Mother being the eldest of 9 children, and then her parents separated when she was probably in her 18 or 19, and so she sort of was the mother figure for all her younger brothers and sisters. One of my uncles, the youngest one, he was only about 2 years older than I am. So I didn't see a lot of him, and unfortunately most of them have passed away now. But I do, very, very seldom that they talk about their heritage. My mother never did, but French came out. But I remember my uncle a few years ago made a comment about, he remembers his grandfather, and they were on the lake, I guess it was Waskasiu. Anyway, they were pulled in from the lake, he and one of his sons, and they were going to make a cup of tea. And he thought the son was coming back with wood and so on. He was pulling their canoe up. Turns out it was a bear, and they got mauled pretty badly. Anyway, as he was recuperating, they took him by canoe all the way down to Prince Albert. He got sewn up, and as he was recuperating, he was with his daughter, who is my grandmother. And this uncle said, as they ran around in their bare legs in the summertime, he'd have a switch hit him on the leg. He thought it was funny. But my uncle said, we didn't think it was funny. But that's about the only story that any of my aunts or uncles ever said. One aunt is very determined that she was just English. She was a lady because she went to Catholic school. Well, that's another story. I believe when my grandfather, my mother's father, was around, he just spoke English. But when they were on their own, she spoke she spoke Cree to them, because some of my cousins speak Cree. And I know I've lost one of my cousins. I'm getting to the age now where I'm losing my family faster than I can keep up with them. I really don't like it. But anyway, I haven't got much say over it. But one of my cousins, he didn't speak English until he was 4 or 5. Anyway, Cree was probably, but I think it's very important to at least, because that defines you, who you are. And so maybe that's why Quebec keeps speaking French.